everybody, and welcome to this new video. If you're wondering what this is, let me pick it up. Ugh. It's book mail. Lots and lots of book mail. And we're gonna unpack this. There's also like a shelf somewhere in these boxes, but I'm gonna unpack all the books and we're gonna like talk about them. I'm excited. I'm gonna give you a little bit of a backstory on all of these books because I don't just go out and buy this obscure amount of books on a daily basis. So I was sick in bed with COVID for the last week. So I had a lot of time on my hands and I had a night of frustration where I couldn't sleep because my coughing was just so bad. And so I was like, okay, what's gonna make this feel better? And then I was like, so I ordered a lot of books. Yeah, we're just gonna see what I ordered because I already forgot. Ta-da! I put them there. I feel like they're gonna fall over at some point, but we don't know. We're gonna start with the first package. Let's see what this... Oh! This is actually the first one I ordered. This is Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. I've seen a lot of people, I think maybe it was Medita. Was it Medita? I'm not sure. But I've seen a lot of people enjoy this and read this. Anastasia is a figure skater and Nathan is a hockey player. And this is a romance. I don't think I can tell you anything else. But I'm excited for this. I've been getting more into like these sorts of romances with like the off-campus series and I've been enjoying them a lot. So I think this will be good. I like that, but that wasn't as satisfying as I hoped it would be. Okay, so we got This Winter by Alice Oseman. I've read Heartstopper and I've read Solitaire and I Was Born for This and Radio Silence. Those are the three that I've read. I have Loveless somewhere on the shelf back there, but I've loved these, so I'm really excited to be reading This Winter and the other, Nick and Charlie. Because I like these books, but I didn't have them in like a physical copy, so I got all of them as a physical copy because I listen to the audiobooks. And I can't just listen to the audiobooks and leave it alone, so I have to get them. In the same package is also Hooked. So, first of all, this is super floppy and this is satisfying. This is like a very dark sort of Peter Pan retelling. I think the main character is Captain Hook. His name is James, and I think that he is involved in some way with Peter's daughter. And yeah, I'm excited. I've been getting more into like romances, so I feel like this is gonna be one big step for me, but I'm excited to read it. Next up, we got another smaller box. Packaging. Oh, this is just one book in there. Okay, this is A Torch Against the Night. This is the second book in the an Ember in the Ashes series. And I specifically wanted to get the old covers still. So I've looked everywhere and I hope that I got them. I ordered the first book as well. And I'm not sure, it's gonna be somewhere in there. But I just think that these covers are so much prettier. Especially with like the people on it and stuff. But yeah, this is I'm excited for this. This is the second book in the series. And the first book should be in there somewhere. We got another package. This one feels a little heavier. So I'm guessing maybe there's like two things in there. There are two things in there. Ah, this is The Witch Haven by Sasha Payton Smith. I have had this on my Amazon wishlist for, I think, a year maybe. And I just ordered this in time for Halloween because it has a witch in the title. I have the tendency to order books because they're pretty. I said it, I admit to it. I have no clue what this is about. But let me check. Well-behaved witches seldom make history. Okay, so in 1911... in New York, a 70-year-old Frances Hallowell spends her days as a seamstress, mourning the mysterious death of her brother. This is fun. I love books that are set in like New York. This just feels like home. I'm originally from New York. I don't remember a thing about New York because it was like a year old when we moved away, but still feels like home. Okay, the second book in this box. Can we take a moment to appreciate my facial expression? What is it? Straight on till midnight. The book literally says morning, not midnight. I'm sorry. We're going to stay on this Peter Pan storyline. The cover is just stunning again, and you know how I feel about pretty covers. So this is Straight On Till Morning by KJ Sutton. Again, like a more like a darker Peter Pan storyline. I think this is Wendy. I can only imagine because it doesn't look like Tinkerbell. So, okay, so this is quite fun because in this version of like Peter Pan, Peter is like a sort of demon who is talked about in the streets and this ominous person. And Wendy journeys to Neverland with the intention of ending Peter's life. So I can imagine this is like a I've come to kill you sort of situation. And let me tell you that I'm here for it. Like, whenever there's like the I've come to kill you trope, I'm there. And I'm loving it. Okay, I need to drink. Can somebody tell me why I have like a 64-ounce water bottle? This is just like, I set myself a goal to drink all of this water in a day, and I never do it. But water is important. Okay, next box. And I just love that sound. This has 3 books. This is the one that just got here. Okay. First up, got A Million Kisses in Your Lifetime. This is like a darker romance, I think. The description on Amazon literally said steamy romance and like TikTok sensation thing again. This is like the classic, typical high school enemies to lovers. Ren is beautiful, nice, gets good grades, and then there's the brooding campus bad boy, who's Crew Lancaster. They meet, and he doesn't want her, he doesn't want anything to do with like the good, perfect girl. But this is a love story, so I think they'll interact in like one way or another. Also excited for this. My romance bookshelf is getting incredibly full, so I will see where I can put these. I have no idea. Next up in this box we have Radio Silence. So Radio Silence is about Frances, and Frances is just like, she's good in school, she's good at everything, and she meets Aled, and they immediately like hit it off, they become like best friends. And what I liked about these books, like what I like about all of Alice Oseman books, is not specifically about like the romance aspect of a relationship. They're about the relationship. They're about like forming bonds, making friendships, staying true to yourself, and like figuring out who you are. And I think that Radio Silence is an incredible book that you could read, but just be aware that all of these books, like, I know the first 2 Heartstopper books are really like lightweight and easy to read, but as soon as you get past that, all of the books have like some mental health issues that they like evolve around. So please be sure to read the trigger warnings, then you know what you're getting into, because some of these books have like self-harm and like signs of depression, eating disorders, all that stuff. So if something like that triggers you, please read the trigger warnings beforehand. And last but not least, sticking with the Alice Oseman theme, we have the Nick and Charlie novella, which I'm excited to read because this is like when Nick goes to college, and Charlie, because he's a year younger, he stays in school, and this is how their relationship develops, and I'm really excited for this. This is also very short, so I feel like this could be read like in like an hour maybe. But then again, all of the Heartstopper books, I was able to read them in like an hour. And it was just like the best hour of my life, I feel like, because I love them so much. That's why I'm getting all of these in like the printed version as well. Next up, we're gonna go, I think, with the biggest box, because I think that's where the new shelf is. That's gonna go on this wall. we have it. Also, I have scissors just laying around on the floor because I'm a messy person. I have no idea what's in there. Okay. Oh, it is the shelf. It's just the shelf. I thought there would be like a book somewhere in this, but there isn't. Ugh, it's just the shelf. So I ordered like these free hanging white shelves that are gonna just be above my bed. And I'm excited to build these, not today because I'm still a little sore-throated and I'm already tired from filming this. So I'm just gonna do it tomorrow, I think, with my roommate, and we're just gonna drill holes in the room. Fun! So we'll already be moving to the last box, which is a very, very heavy box. There's only books in here. So let's open this up. This way. Always cut away from yourself, people. Always cut away from yourself. I had to learn this the hard way. A bit of context about these books. I saw most of these when I was in like the bookstore in London, and I put them on my wish list because I was like, okay, you know what, I'm not gonna buy every single book that sounds interesting because I'm not gonna fit them on the airplane. So one of the books that I specifically wanted to get. Whoops. One of the books that I wanted to get in London was Skip to the End. And it's about the female main character who, whenever she kisses somebody, she can see how the relationship with that person will end. So she immediately sees the end of the relationship, and that is, of course, traumatizing. But one fateful night, she is completely drunk and she kisses 3 people, and she just remembers that one of these relationships doesn't have like an end or like a horrible ending, and she wants to find this person with which her relationship won't end. And so this is her journey of finding said person, and I'm really excited for this. Sadly, this book is a little dirty, so I'm gonna try and like clean it up a little. I'm not gonna send it back just because of that, but it looks like the book has been through something. So next up in this magical box, we have an Amber in the Ashes, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna do because this is the correct cover, sort of. But this one is shiny and this one isn't. Like, this one's matted and this one's shiny. This is gonna frustrate the hell out of me. I'm not sure if I'm gonna survive this, but I'm not sure if I can find a matted version of this book. Yeah. I'm very disappointed. Why would you make one book shiny and one book not? Especially if they're in the same cover and by like the same publisher. Like, why?
Why would you do this? Why?
Next up, we have A Venom Dark and Sweet by Judy Eileen. This is the second book of A Magic Steeped in Poison, which is a book that I have not read yet, but I'm pretty sure I will enjoy. Also, these covers are just like everything, and I had to get this one. I'm going to show you the close-up again because this is beautiful. Next up, we're going to make my Greek romance heart beat a little faster because we got Stone Blind by Natalie Haynes. Okay, so this is sort of like the origin story of Medusa, but also like a sort of love story, I feel like. And I'm very excited for this because this is just the sort of book that I love. Like, this is pretty, again, and just, it's exciting. I like this. Next up, we got I Was Born for This, also by Alice Oseman. I'm filling up my collection. I have listened to this audiobook. It's beautiful. It's sort of a like pop star situation. It's like this very, very famous pop star and a Muslim main character. They meet in the real world, and this is just an incredible story. This is about fandom. This is about social media a little bit. This is super much to do with like anxiety and like panic attacks. So again, trigger warning here, but I really, really enjoy this book. It opened my eyes a little bit to like a world that I don't really understand. And it was refreshing. Okay, and the second to last book, I think, is Solitaire, also by Alice Oseman. I listened to this audiobook while I was like just walking outside, like through the mud, through the rain, through everything. And I made like one round around the block, one after the other, because I didn't want to stop listening to the audiobook. And this was just so perfect because this is about Tori. Tori is Charlie's sister. And this is her story. And then there is this mysterious like solitaire person who's making like blog posts, but also like threats. The solitaire person is taking it a little too far, and so Tori is trying to figure out everything behind this. And so this is also like a little mystery and a little romance in this one as well. And I just love this. I love it so much. I'm so happy with this book. The last book, which is good because my voice is dying currently. My throat is dying. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to take another sip of water. The last book we have is This Vicious Grace by Emily Thieden? I hope that's right. I saw this one at Waterstones as well, and I immediately fell in love with the cover. So this is about Alyssa, I think. You should know, you just read about it. Alyssa. Okay, I was close. So everybody who's like interested in her, they die once she touches them. And her gift can save or it can kill. So this sounds just like incredible. This sounds like the main character is struggling a lot and finding out why this gift is so prominent in her life, why she has this. And I'm excited. This is supposed to be riveting, passionate, and full of high stakes danger. So I'm imagining, I'm not reading it, but I'm imagining that this is like sort of her finding somebody that she really likes, but she can't touch them because she's afraid of killing them. So I'm excited for this one as well. And that was the end of my little book haul. I'm sorry for my very, very sore throat, but today is the first time I actually tested negative for corona, so I'm on my way of getting better. But I'm gonna put all of these books onto these shelves now, I think. I'm not sure if I have the space for it, but we'll see. And I will see you next time. Goodbye!